everyone, Sarah here, welcome back. Another day, another dollar, another 30 inks, 30 days. New page, which means new imagery. Probably the least confident about these ones, but let's just stick to it. So, I mean, if you're still hanging around now, you definitely know the drill. Ink in here, we are slowly making our way through it. So what you can see is me moving around, just closing my eyes. I mean, I feel like I usually go, let's go down the bottom to grab up. So why don't I actually do the opposite and let's grab one straight from the top, because I just don't usually do that. So let's grab this one. Ooh, another Sailor Ink Studio. So Sailor Ink Studio 280. Now from memory, so this is from my pen friend in England. From memory, this one is in that same kind of family as like Inoho, possibly Citrus Black as well, Gold Antiqua. So let's just jump in, shall we? Ooh, sorry, I've gone silent because I'm just concentrating. Oh God, I'm going to regret this imagery so much. Right, let's try my best. So straight away, yep, I was correct in my thinking that it is kind of part of that family. I don't know, like what do we call these inks? It's like a greeny, goldy brown kind of. Just go over that there. Who knows what I was doing? All my my like Jewish Yiddish idioms are gonna come out. I'm just gonna keep saying oy vey this whole video. Hard shapes. Well, they're like kind of like organisms. But the first thing that's jumping out at me, this one, if I just compare it to Citrus Black, because we have that in this month, is that the Citrus Black goes down one color and dries completely differently. At the moment, I'm not seeing that with this. It seems to be going down and drying, quite similarly. It's not a negative, it's just an observation. I am drawn to this type of color that kind of reminded me of Gold Antiqua. I wonder if this is this possibly yellower? I'm also unclear. I don't know if it's all of them, but I know a lot of the Ink Studio inks do have like a multi-tonal or like jewel shading, chromo shading quality to them. So it'll be interesting to see. I actually like this ink better in that wider nib. It just feels nicer on the nib for some reason. And I wonder, there's ink on there. Am I seeing a little bit more of the yellow coming through? So how am I going to want to do this? Why don't I go up here with Sailor? And if I can, I'll see if I can find the Gold Antiqua Ink Studio. What did we say it was? 280. So I think it might be worthwhile trying to find the Gold Antiqua swatching here to just try and do a little bit of a comparison. You know what? Why don't I pull out two? So Kato was that old gold is possibly too dark, but Gold Antiqua, there's definitely a relationship there. Do I have Inoho in here? I do. That's that. So I think I was saying before I'm seeing kind of more yellow. So I think this is a closer match to it. And I don't know if my eyes are deceiving me, but is there a little bit of like a pink or something coming through where more ink has gone down is that where that chromo shading comes into it. Can you see? Where's the best example? Okay, looking up in here or here, it's almost like the green has like gone out to the edges to make a kind of haloing effect, but it makes that the darker brownie a bit in the middle look a lot warmer. There's definitely a really interesting relationship happening between the warmth of the brown and then this like green, like chromo shading halo something going on there, which is possibly a perfect segue to why don't we swatch it and see what happens in the swatch, because you can see different things. So same deal as always. Just give me a second to rearrange and we can do that. All right, so let's do that. I feel like when I have this here, I do knock it quite a bit, but it is a really nice view, I think, at the same time. So let's jump in. And have a look. Now, over halfway through 30 Inks 30 Days, is today going to be the day I can do a circle? No. Okay. What is going on with that? So what I think we were starting to see here as it dried is glaringly obvious with the wet ink there. And that is there is some relationship or something happening with this ink between the browns and the yellowy greens, and in here I think what becomes obvious is the pink orangey undertones of the brown, and then that green's actually quite punchy in there, almost fluoro, but in the pen it's mixing into just kind of like a yellowy green. So I mean, Sailor inks I think are popular for a reason. They just always have a complexity to them, which is fun. I do like that this one seems dark enough to write with. I don't remember what day was it that I did the 252, but I was talking about that some of those Sailor inks end up just being a touch light, and primarily what I use these inks for is journaling, and it's just not practical. But that looks fine. Not fine, it looks awesome, but in terms of the legibility side of it. Before I chat anymore, I'm going to put that back on because, well, we know what will happen if I don't. Put that to the side. So, really intriguing ink. If you are in that kind of world of looking to something to replace Inoho, I think this is definitely worth looking into. As it dries more and more, I'm just seeing more of that chromo shading come up. I'm going to call this a brown. I'm going to call this a greeny brown ink. How does it look compared to that citrus black? Actually really different. So from a dry ink, I think they're super, super different. This is more in that kind of old gold world, and this, really intriguing. I would love to, I think I could journal with that quite nicely, and it would just bring a complexity to the page. I mean, this little bits in here as it's drying, like the green mixed with the pink, mixed with the brown, and then you come over here and like the green coming through there is like fluoro. Look at that. Look in there. Wowzers. Okay. So happy that I was able to try this ink and choose it for today. Really, really interesting. Have you used this one before? I would love to know what pen it matches up well with, or even like if you've used this in a currently ink, have you found it's complemented another pen nicely? I would just love to know your thoughts about it in general. I think these are the two Sailor inks that I got from that pen friend, and pretty awesome. I think both of them are really great, so that's cool, and I definitely can see myself using both of them. I'll leave it there for today, guys. If you could hit like and subscribe, that'd be amazing. Just helps get my channel out there. I have a probably very unattainable goal of trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. It'd be pretty cool if I could make it happen, but I don't know. like go big or go home, but also probably it won't. But, you know, every like and every comment and every subscribe definitely helps. So okay, we won't ramble anymore. What we'll say is good night. I hope everyone has some sweet dreams, and I will see you tomorrow. I realize I also post these in the morning, so if it's the morning, good morning, but if you're watching it at night, good night. Either way, see you tomorrow. Bye.